Testing, testing, testing. What's up, everybody? It's me, shygybeats. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. For TLG 214, my power was out. I had no internet connection. The only thing I could do was go outside to my front yard, where it was the only place I got any data. And then I had to connect to the internet and run challenge from there and coordinate on Discord. And luckily, it went super smoothly. Thank you to everybody in the Discord. Thank you to all participants. We had some of like our tournament veterans like really helping out the newcomers to the bracket, and it was just overall a really good time. It was honestly one of the smoother TLGs. But what we're gonna do today is I'm going to be going through the sets. I'm gonna be going through the plot line that we saw that played out, because I haven't watched any of the games. This is the first TLG where I haven't watched any of the games. And yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna watch it together. We're gonna go through the bracket. So I do want to show you, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but the bracket's already happened. So let's just look at it together. I'm preparing for us right here. So give me a second. I'm like trying to do this in a way. Oh, but now you can't hear. There you go. Now you can hear. Alright, so this was our bracket. We had, what was it? 8 entrants? Or 8 participants, rather. The first 2 rounds were best of 3. That's first to 2 game wins. The rest of it was first to 3 best of 5. So let's go through it. We are gonna watch a lot of these matches together. I think the ones that I would like to see first is we had Titanium Tigers. First TLG. Let me show you where they ended up. I know this is spoilers, but whatever. They got 3rd in their first TLG. My fault for seeding them 7th, man. So I think we're going to watch that set first. Or, you know what? We're going to watch the Garajas versus King Stays set first. Then we're going to watch the Tigers versus Josie. And then we'll go from there. Probably get a match from here. Alright, cool. So let me find that for us. I need to go through my files. And this was Garajas versus King Stays. So this is right here. Awesome. Alrighty. Oh, I can do this. I was gonna like edit this, but it's kind of going smooth. It's gonna be Garajas versus King Stays in TLG 214. This is winners round 1. It's a best of 3 update. All right. Okay. Can you? Yes, you can hear everything. All right. What if we just did? No. I like this. Let's just keep this. Game 1. All right. Garajas is on the player 1 side, and this is against King Stays on the player 2 side. We're gonna be seeing a lot of hop kicks, a lot of corner to corner combos. I like the onion mirror. I'm interested to see how this will go. There was a late anti-air attempt there. I guess I could turn on input display too, but that's okay. Alright. There was a throw attempt there, but got absolutely flicked. A little bit late on the attempt there to punish. Yeah, hop kick from across the screen. Post reject, just hop kick right back in. I like it from King Stays. So stays up the first round. Reacting to the fact that they got the jump in. Meaty trip. Yep, stop and stare. I like the onion flinch gameplay. Throw anti-air not working out for Garajas. A little bit early on that sweep. Leads to an in and out throw for Garajas, and yeah, Garajas smelling desperation maybe. 467. No burst. Yeah, stays not bursting there. Alright, they're locked in. Yeah, they're playing footsies. Nice big launcher. Hop kick getting jumped in on Garajas. Doing a good job of getting that counter hit damage, making it count. 562. That's a safe jump. King Stays knows that though. Oh, hop kick. They tried to either RC it or throw after. Nothing there. 2 in a row, yeah. Alright, Garajas takes the first game versus King Stays there. So now let's load up game 2, which is right here.
Ready? Fight.
Okay. So right back in it in the grocery store. Stays getting these hop kicks. Garaja is definitely seeing these hop kicks and able to do a lot of stuffing with them. Look at the damage. 499, 519, 549. Parry attempt gets absolutely thrown there. And Garaja is content. Stays, doesn't have a lot of room to work with. Yep, just the chase down by Garajas. Okay. Nice. Alright, Stays trying to get the most of it. Oh, but the walk back leading to them getting thrown right into the corner in this counter hit combo is not where you want to be. Short hop throw. Cool. Nice anti-air. That's really big. Garajas, yep, just waiting for the hop kick twice. Very nice. Alright. I like it. That is 2 games for Garajas over King Stays. That was our first set that we're going to have on stream. For our next set, what we're going to do is we are going to have Josie versus Gauntlet. That's going to be a good one. Bam, 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 bam. Awesome.
Ready?
Alright, here we go.
Fight.
So once again, it looks like we have a kind of a newcomer versus someone who's been playing for a little bit, which is always fun to see. But it's really going to determine how things go for the rest of the bracket. That was a really good, really good trip there. All right, let's see what they can do. Tempting buns. That's a good tag. All right, good whiff punish there. Trying to just bulldog it out with some 5Hs, but Josie's not really falling for it. Trying to figure out the rhythm. Gets the hard knockdown. Josie trying to take her turn back. Nice. Big jump in. Gonna cash out too for over 400 damage. How much you get? Almost 500 on that. Not a real meaty, but good defense coming out from Gauntlet. And yeah, gets the chop into a great confirm actually. I like it. Oh, that 5H actually just got totally crumpled. Let's see what you do here. You reject with 9 seconds left. Oh. Nice. Gauntlet gonna take the second round here. One apiece. Ooh, that was a huge chop. Stop and stare for a little bit. Josie throws out the flick, but it hits the chop armor. Yep, just walking up and throwing. Gets a huge counter hit trip. You're gonna eat a lot of damage. 477. Tick throw, back to neutral. Yeah, you're getting crossed up here. That backflip was to avoid a burst. Jumping right into the 5H. Let's see what Gauntlet can do. Point blank. Caber. Oh, doesn't RC it. That was really good though. All right.
Gauntlet wins.
One for Josie. Yes. All right, cool.
Ready?
This will be game 2 here. Nice. Trying to figure something out. There's the RC. Yeah. Good pressure. Keeping Josie in the corner, but there it is. She jumps over the 5H, coming out from Gauntlet. And actually, yeah, dashing in and out of the corner. Not a care in the world. Bam, bam. Yep, Josie knows that burst is coming and is just gonna let you fall right into the roundhouse. Okay. Big chop. Good counter hit damage too, over 300. But a great launcher again from Josie. It's kind of just gonna keep Gauntlet from really getting much started. They're checking. Back to neutral. That sweep is gonna go super punished by the 5H. Josie a little bit eager maybe. Yep. That was tactical. That was cold. Okay. Just walking up lets you burst in their face. Kills you in game. Very nice. 2 for Josie there. All right. Let's pick our next set. Looks like it's going to be loser side. Let's get King Stays versus Diglett. All right. So let me switch this up. King Stays versus Diglett 12. And this is in losers round 1. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Awesome.
Ready?
All right.
Fight.
So it's Diglett 12 versus King Stays. Diglett is the newer Noodle player. This is in loser side here. Both losing to pretty advanced players. But right now, I don't know. Diglett definitely has a life lead. They say that they study a lot of character archetypes. And so I do like that they are playing Noodle here. Ooh, that was a great jump in. Willing to just hit you with the frenzy, trample, trying to get a throw in. And nice reversal throw. Stays hop kicking on block. Ooh, trying to hop kick, but yet the second hit a slap. Trying to sweep, but the jump in from Diglett is too strong. Okay. Backing up again. That jump in landing too. Alright. What are you gonna do in the corner? Oh man. Great parry, but Diglett has the burst. Parry coming out too. Yes, Stays is going to land it, whether you like it or not. Just out of reach. There it is. Jump in, throw anti-air not working out. Good confirm. Flat 400.
Ready? Fight.
Ooh. Ooh. Nice extension. Happening twice in a row. 146 damage, but now you're in the corner, so a little bit longer. Stays chilling. Oh, hop kick just a little bit too early. Trample doing a ton of work keeping Stays in the corner here. Burst gonna keep stays there. I like that Diglett's just willing to throw out the trample, man. It's good, dude.
Noodle wins.
Alright, so let's find ourselves our next match. Right here. Okay. Perfect.
Ready?
Awesome. So it's 1-0 Diglett here. Nice. Diglett pressing quite a few buttons. Just the jump ins and the hop kicks seem to be working out for stays, but right as I say that, of course. Can't get too comfortable. Oh, that was brutal. Not quite dead. No fear from Diglett either. So you just kind of have to hold the frenzy and then respond, huh? Nice. Gets a good extension. Okay. Yeah. Diglett likes frenzy, man. Pretty good one for stays to get on the board with. Now it is time for game 3.
Ready? Fight.
Max range frenzy lands on block. Jumping over frenzy again. Kind of a weird that throw didn't land, but you know, stuff happens. Stays responding accordingly, and yeah, gets a brutal meaty on the trip.
Ready? Fight.
Okay. Nice. And this is just about when you figure out that you can just keep your opponent there. Hey, yep, perfect. Super well done. I like what we were seeing from both players, but Stay is definitely able to take that 1-2 over Diglett there. Our next set. Let's go to, where are we? We just saw this. I want to get a match in here. Let's find Josie versus Stays. Yeah, let's do that. All right, awesome. Josie versus Stays.
Fight.
Ooh, an onion mirror. I kind of like these two flavors going up against each other in Jump Gang City. Bam. The hardest thing to do when you're dealing with cheese like that is just find the response and execute it. If you can't do that, just shrugging back and forth. Hey. Rosie going silly mode.
Ready? Fight.
Sweeps gets jumped in on. Good combo coming out from King Stays here, but getting put into the corner and right back out. Running right into roundhouse. Delayed hop kick. Trying to find the answer is Rosie, but nothing quite yet. Short hop actually getting clipped by the full hop from King Stays. Nice. Good jump in over the hop kick. This should be good, yeah. Alright, a round apiece here.
Fight.
Just barely not getting out the anti-air. But short hop throw works out. Waiting out the parry works out for Josie. Alright. I like the idea. Hop kick on block, RC, short hop throw. Stays doesn't want any of this mode. But unfortunately, they are going to get it.
Onion.
Alright, so that was one. And then this will be our game 2 here. Awesome.
Ready?
So game 2 between Josie and King Stays. That actually worked as a combo? What? Maybe it just messed me up because there was a jump before it, but this is looking textbook right now. Back it up. Let the opponent kind of play themselves. Hey, Stays is actually getting away with it. Counter hit 2. Around the parry. Jumps over the hop kick, but the flick is gonna be their demise.
Ready? Fight.
An awesome parry coming out from Josie. Nice. The long jump actually working out. Alright, now this time it stays waiting out the parry, but turning right around into a sweep. Ooh. Chance? The brain melter. That is 2. I mean, that's a good set.
Onion wins.
Josie taking it 2 games over King Stays. Alright. So next what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna get Table versus Tigers. And this will be in winners round 3. So we go here. And I'm just updating this. This will be our first best of 5 on stream. Well, stream, but you know. Oh, they lowercase t. My fault. Okay. Bam. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Alright.
Ready?
Alright, let's get in there.
Fight.
Titanium Tigers versus Table All Bice. I don't know how to commentate the card mirror. Basically, I can hit you before you can hit me, I guess. I'm interested to see how Table like approaches this, because this is someone that they don't have any match data on, like player data. Nice trade. Yeah, jumping into 5S.
Ready?
And I can do more too. Nice dive kick to get over the soup. Tigers, oh, seeing quick port for the first time in action. Frenzy. Soup down. The armor from teleport coming in clutch. Wow. How do they know when to frenzy like that? That's crazy. That's a little bit too far with the soup, so it gives Table time to just continue this pressure. Break out of the corner. Nice. Maintaining distance with 17 seconds left. They trade, but it's still... Life is so in Table's favor now. Oop, that's not what they wanted. 7 seconds. Now it's not so clear, is it? Oh my goodness, yeah. That was a scary jump, and then I think Table knew that. Alright, so it's a round apiece for them. Tigers versus Table. Jumps in to continue the pressure, gets the throw out. Nice. Good RC there. After the 5HH. What is that? Whip pounce?
Wow, that was convincing.
And a perfect. Yeah, okay.
Rice wins. Ready? Fight.
Alright, so here is game 2. Starting off with a good anti-air. It's 194 damage, so it's not a lot, but it does send a message. You can't jump versus table. It's always been that way. Nice, good whiff punish again. Yeah, Tigers is new to the TLG scene. So I think this is their first weekly that they participated in, but they definitely are showing a good understanding of the game and the character already.
Knockout.
Sometimes you fight table though, and you
Ready?
lose the round. Oh, are we doing funny combos? Dude, that was cool. I don't know if I've seen table do that before. Yeah, and this would hurt quite a bit, especially with the meter. I think you did. Yeah, you are beyond. All right, that is 2 in the best of 5.
Ready?
So here is game 3. Ooh, desperate. Not quite what they were looking for, and already table onslaught. Ooh, they are playing mind games, both of them. But unfortunately, you are dead in the video game.
Ready? Fight.
Rice 4H is such a cool move. That was cool. Stuff to trample again, why don't you? This hurts so bad. And you're standing up, but it's still so scary. The second hit of slap is actually going to catch you, even though table is farther away than you might expect. RC1. Jumps in. Oh, yeah.
Knockout.
Jumps in again, but table ready for it. Gonna get the anti-air. Alright, 3 games for table. Very nice. Very nice. I think next what we're gonna see is Cheese Eater versus Joro. This is our losers semifinals. So let me get that in here, and let me go like this, and let me go like this. So Cheese Eater versus Josie. This will be losers semifinals, and it is, of course, a best of 5. Okay, folks. Game 1.
Ready? Fight.
Let's see what happens. This matchup is like, I honestly think this is a really, really fun matchup as a pork player fighting Garlic. Because sometimes Garlic is just like a big scarier and you can't really grab him. But then sometimes you grab him, like Garlic I mean, and they explode. So it's very fun. I think it's even. Nice. And also if Garlic can't move forward, that was a great jump in from Cheese. You gotta worry about nothing. Frame perfect micro walks. I love the shimmies. Nice. Confirming the 5H there. Trying to get the trade, but yeah, just a little bit late on the anti-air attempt. Point blank Caber is our friend. Text that one. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you can't do that. Cheese is happy with that one. They are going to take game 1.
Pork wins.
And they're actually on the opposite sides here. Cheese Eater on the pork and Josie on the garlic. So now, if we go to game 2.
Ready? Fight.
Oh my gosh. The delayed 5H from Cheese to catch the turnaround on the sneak. And there's only so much you can do against the Brain Melter. And Cheese knew they were too late to anti-air there. That would have been death. Burns 1, Shimmy turns it around. How did they know? And there's the whiff punish again. Dog.
Ready? Fight.
I'm just kind of like trying to learn the way that Cheese is bulldogging right now. Alright, but a good jump in, yeah, that was a good timing read for Josie. Has to burn it. Walk up throw gets tagged. Oh, that's not what they wanted. Spice walk speed, brother. Oh, that sweep getting jumped over. But yeah, can't do it twice. The anti-air coming out from Josie. They both were gonna throw there. The anti-air. Yeah. Rosie's got those.
Ready? Fight.
Alright, round a piece here. Nice. There's the timing to jump over the 5H. Rosie pushing Cheese Eater into the corner, throwing right out. Nice timing on the jump. Chop getting absolutely crumpled. You should not be alive in the video game after that.
Garlic wins.
All right. It's 1-1
Fight.
in losers semifinals of TLG 214. And right now we have Rosie versus Cheese Eater duking it out in the notebook. I don't know. It's really like, can Rosie get around the defense, or is Cheese gonna bunker down? This game, oh my gosh. Wait, that got me thinking. Nice.
Ready?
Caber as a read to backflip. Or to sneak, rather, so you can turn around autocorrect. Nice whip punish again. That's been really big. The set? I guess versus Spices in general. Getting opened up on the second hit of tackle. Super back and forth set. What the heck? Hey, it works. That does 218 damage. That 5H into Spike does more damage than those complex quick port anti-airs that Taylor was doing. 40 seconds. Josie doesn't have the life lead until they do. See? Funny how that works. Nice. They're letting the time run out. Letting the meter build up. Oh my goodness, not another counter hit? And you don't even get a chance to burst. That's pretty good.
Garlic wins.
Alright. So it's 2-1. We're going to game 4.
Ready? Fight.
Alright. That's exactly what Cheese needed in the start. Just set the tone. You can't jump versus me. There's the whip punish. You can't roundhouse versus me. That's a cool thing about... Oh my gosh, what a sneak. I was gonna say that's a cool thing about like grapplers, in quotes, in these types of games. Bad math. That's just not quite what they were looking for. Is that you can just slowly force your opponent's hand in RPS until they're doing exactly what you want at a certain level. And then once they're successfully conditioned, you can run your offense. I like grapplers. Oh my gosh. Alright, that was nuts. What an exchange.
Ready? Fight.
Ooh. Okay. Throwing out. Getting tagged. Once again, yeah, these whiff punishes. Whiff one into throw it out again. And it's even working with chop there. 268 damage. Oh, just a little bit too early again. And yeah, Rosie should be able to clean it up. Oh, not quite. Yeah. They landed before I could say the right thing. Turning back out. This is intense, man. If Rosie wins this, she takes a set. But we could be going to a game 5. Potentially. Oh, not. Counter hit combo is not what you want to see. Oh my gosh, dashing right through the reject. You should be. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Drop. Chance. Chance. Burn the meter. That was the lowest hitting jump in I've ever seen. Pixel of health. Oh my god. Throw out the 5H to whiff punish from across the screen. You love to see it, folks.
Garlic wins.
Josie up 3 games to 1 against Cheese Eater. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to have is Losers Finals. We just saw Losers Semifinals, which was Josie versus Cheese Eater, and we will be seeing Tigers versus Josie. We saw in Winners Round 3, I should have labeled it Winners Finals, my fault. Table wins it 3 games over Titanium Tigers, so this is ultimately a deciding factor of who gets 3rd place here and who goes on to fight table. So let's get into it. Bam, 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 bam. Alrighty. Switch it back over here. Start.
Ready?
Cool.
Fight.
Game 1 underway. And so this is potentially the second to last set of the tournament. And it's a big one. Tigers has been making the tear through, defeating Cheese Eater, sending... Who do they send to loser side, dude? Oh, the game is paused. Don't worry. Yeah, they defeated... Titanium defeated Cheese Eater, defeated Josie, now gets the run back. Lost to table. Alright, we're back. I didn't know I could do that. I was like holding the alt tab. Ooh. That was a daring throw. And that was a daring hop kick, clearing out the soup, but... Yeah, 10 seconds left. Rosie with a big life lead. This is gonna be chill to let the time run out. Even with the throw, I think... Yeah, I think you're good. That could have been a little bit dicey. But Rosie in control here. Jumping over the trample. That's what they didn't do last time. Putting Tigers into the corner. Nice jump out. Yeah, Tiger's so patient. Willing to press the button when their opponent does. Yep, like that. Frenzy RC, walk forward, 5H, soup down. Continue the pressure. Ah, trample is not quite gonna work out here against the jump in from Rosie. Full meter for Rosie 2, almost nothing for Tigers. And now no soup in front. Yep, Rosie knows though. Big frenzy's coming out. 5 seconds. Nice, the jump in.
Knockout.
Very nice.
Onion wins.
Okay. So that's game 1 going to Josie there. Game 2 right here.
Ready? Fight.
All right, back in the parking lot. I'm super impressed by the consistency of Tiger's tech skill. Parry into nothing, now you're just dealing with noodle pressure. Is he trying to figure out a way out? Nice. Short hop and just wait for the jump so they can flick it and anti-air it out of the sky. Roundhouse is going to be good. This is counter hit too, so extra damage off the top. That was so daring. Reject into soup isn't real, but that was still good for the frame advantage nonetheless. Forcing Rosie to really think about how she's going to take her turn back. Oh, big frenzy, yeah, melted.
Ready? Fight.
Okay. Nice jump in. So Tigers has been clearing out a lot of spices, it looks like, even the meats. The only archetype they lost to was another carb. But just as I say that,
Fight.
Rosie might be getting the download a little bit. Let's see, let's see. Nice jump, nice jump. Sweet short hop. Full hop just to cover it and push Tigers into the corner. How do they always know when their turn is? That just happened twice. Ooh. Hop kick to get around throw. Yeah, your burst is gonna get you in trouble. There's your throw. Excellent.
Onion wins.
All right. So 2 for Josie. The only way Tigers can bring this back is if they get a reverse 3-0.
Ready? Fight.
Okay. Still in the parking lot. And if you're Rosie, that's exactly how you want to start this game. You're 2 games up. You just want to send the message and finish the set. But these big frenzies, RC. I'm looking forward to when Tigers has even longer combos. Because right now, these are really powerful. Oh my goodness.
Ready? Fight.
That was sick. Okay. Even that landed. You can punish the parry from there. Why don't you? Ooh. And Tigers is not going to let that opportunity slip. But neither is Rosie. It was a good parry, but nothing quite came of it. 36 seconds left and such a life lead. Uh-oh.
Knockout.
All right, what can you say?
Noodle wins.
2-1. Let's get game 4.
Ready? Fight.
The battle for top 3 is intense. RC down. Trying to shimmy. Yeah, nice. Just walking back, letting the trample come to them. Rosie's gonna push Tigers all the way back to the corner. Eat a few trips on block, why don't you? And just waiting for it. Nice. Doesn't get the full thing, but goes for the throw.
Knockout.
Seals the deal. All right.
Ready? Fight.
So if Rosie wins this, they're going up to grand finals. Oops. If Tigers wins this, we're going to a game 5. This is counter hit too. Low key melted. That's funny. Kind of went further than it looked. Oh man, that trade destroyed the soup in the bottom, but still. Stuck in the corner, fighting way out to the third of the screen maybe. Rosie has to figure out something. If they don't want this to go to a game 5, let's see. There's the throw. You got sniped.
Ready? Fight.
Okay, a round apiece here. Game 4. Nice. That's 232 off an anti-air. That's pretty nice. Oh man, just walking right into the frenzy. 2 soups down. You're actually getting juggled there for counter hit. Oof. Yeah, instantly clearing it. Rosie, what are you gonna do? It's pretty even right now. Oh no. In the burst, what happens? No way. 8 seconds left, rejected. Into the center, but the frenzy of all time burns it into another one. Sometimes that's all you need, a pixel and a meter and a dream.
Noodle wins.
And we're going to game 5. That was awesome. All right. So who is going to get 3rd place and who is going up to fight table? You know what I'm saying? That is the question.
Ready?
And it'll be answered after these short messages. Okay. I'm like trying to figure out where each of them is playing. Yeah. Tigers is ready to frenzy and just armor any strikes using the frenzy armor. And Rosie is willing to wait out the buttons. Okay. The infamous soup noodle soup combo. Oh, get stuffed. Dang. That was weird. Ooh, the trample actually getting clipped by the max distance roundhouse. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. Pixel in a dream again.
Ready? Fight.
See what Rosie can do. Throw anti-air, not working out for Tigers. Trip is good for Rosie. This is counter hit too, so take it to the bank. Burn it. And bonk. Yeah, take it to the bank. What a set. Game 5. 3-2. Rosie over Titanium Tigers. Huge shout out to Titanium Tigers. It's their first DLG and they got 3rd place. I'm just like super surprised and shocked, happy, excited. I did prophesize this a while back. I said there's going to be someone who has never entered a TLG before but has fundamentals, and they're going to enter TLG and they're going to do really well. And you know, here we are. It actually might be more common than you might think. Awesome. So we are now going to get set 1 of grands. Right here. Bam, 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 bam. And of course, we see the table pork. Set 1 of grands, you know. Nice tech. Table has been saying that Pork might be the GOAT. I think, you know, I would be inclined to agree. Ooh, that was almost really bad. That was really bad. Okay.
Ready? Fight.
All right. Not falling for it. Rosie is gonna make the most of it. Bam, 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 bam. Good uppercut. Oh man, that caber is gonna get jumped in upon, and you're gonna eat a lot of damage. Yeah, this might be your best bet to just put on the hurt. Okay. Oh, that was clean. Ah, but a good palm, and that hop gonna get that hop kick is absolutely jumped in on. But what a parry! That was nice. That was nice.
Fight.
Get caught flinching. Accidents jump in from Pork. Hurts a lot. And there's your spike. Alright, Table. Doing a really good job of just threatening Josie in the corner, but right now we're going coast to coast. Oh, too early. Table had the right idea, but she just pressed 5H a little bit early, and Josie's jump in worked out. Ooh, parrying in the face of Doom, or should I say Table. Doom is a different TLA player. Walk up, throw ya. All right.
Pork wins.
Not too shabby. Let's get game 2 in here.
Ready? Fight.
Awesome. Again, a parry right in the face. Sometimes, you know, you just don't want them to think that they can press their jab. And just walk back 5H.
Ready? Fight.
Yep, you can't even jump in. You can't even hop kick in, Rosie. Table with the second 5H is able to open up. And if they burst baited that, if she burst baited that, I would have popped off. Oh. Yep. All right. So that's 2. See what happens.
Fight.
Point blank. Or not even point blank, just in your face caber run. Go nowhere. Ooh, that was just a little bit late again, yeah. The anti-air attempt not quite working out. And this is a lot of damage. 550. Nice. That's so cool. What a combo. Oh, and just again, too early. A good jump from Rosie's gonna get her out of that situation and into a victory for the round.
Ready?
Very cool.
Fight.
Ooh, point blank. Yep, there it is. You can't meaty onion, and you can't meaty beef either. Trip gets armored but bursts on deck. It's gonna keep Table in that corner. That was a good shimmy. And that hurt too, wow. 376 damage. Oh, and once again just walking in your face. You expect the walk up throw. Rosie presses throw.
Ready?
Table presses walk back 5H. How does Rosie respond? Because if Table wins this round, that's the tournament. Dun, dun, dun. A. Sweep, hop kick, sweep, roundhouse. Stop and stare. Oh, nice. Getting underneath the start of a 5H. And you're bursting. Doesn't matter. Alright, it's 2-1.
Onion wins.
So, that means we are on game 4 of set 1 of Grand Finals.
Ready? Fight.
Getting the hard knockdown into the cheese eater. The counter hit double gut punch. Such a funny starter. I like seeing, yeah, wow. I like seeing the table pork.
Ready? Fight.
Okay, this is exactly what Rosie needs. They are trying to finish the set, get the reset. Yeah, if you're table, you're letting Rosie do whatever they need to do. And you were just putting on the counter hit damage. Ooh, that was close. Masterful gambit. Oh! I like it.
Fight.
Can table hold it down here, or is Rosie gonna get the reset maybe? Has to throw into the corner and right out. Just a defensive play from table is like, what do you do? There it is. You jump over them throwing. And when she throws, it doesn't hit you. Oh my gosh. But then they just, yeah, table will just get a counter hit. And she'll do 392 damage. But Rosie, able to get the hop kick fade away of your dreams right there.
Onion wins.
Okay. Game 5. Game 5. Let's see what we get, folks.
Ready? Fight.
Oof. Nice. This is the first time in 2 openings of the game that Rosie has gotten the advantage. The past 2, like round 1 game starts, have been all table. Not dead. Yeah, now you are. Oof.
Ready? Fight.
And weird trade. The sweep and the meat 5H hit each other at like the same time. Double spike. Good reads from table. Oof. Chop gets blocked, and now you're just getting more combos in the corner. Another weird trade, but not as easily converted off of. Ooh. Ooh. That was...
Ready?
I like that one. Alright. Another meaty trip here. This is counter hit. My god, I'll need counter hit combos. Big chop though. Gets the hard knockdown. Oh no! Yeah, you have to burst there. Table has to burst there. That jump in was just anti-aired immediately. Rosie's super ready for it. And this is fighting for the tournament. Yeah, we get a reset. All right, very nice.
Onion wins.
And now, see how it goes. They've both lost a set. It's time to reset the scores. It's time to go like this. Let's get the next one set up to go. All right.
Ready? Fight.
Grand Finals of TLG 214. This is the Grand Finals reset, I should say, between Table All and Rosie. You can see Table is back on the base. That was cool. The first hit of slap didn't hit there, but the second one did at that range. And
Knockout.
what a different matchup. What a different pace. That was good. Too far away to really capitalize off of. And wow, the back port just actually shimmying the flick from Rosie, leading to all this pressure. Yep, there it is again. There it is again. All right. No meter really available for Rosie, so yeah, just gonna walk up throw.
Ready? Fight.
Ooh, weird trade. Yeah, roundhouse startup getting crumpled. No anti-air coming out, just gonna take the throw. Oof. The movement. Oh my goodness. This counter hit, yeah, Table is going to burst that, cut the damage, get thrown into the corner. Oh no. Right idea, wrong place. Game 1 of Grands reset is going to Table. Let's see, game 2. Okay.
Ready? Fight.
All right, let's see how it goes. Oh my gosh, there's the second hit of slap actually getting away with it again. Now Rosie going a little parry fishing. Oh, and just can't find a way out. Yep. No, that was scary.
Fight.
Sometimes the answer, like, and it took me a while to understand this, but sometimes the answer to, like, what should I do in this situation is, like, don't be in this situation. And that's the only advice you can get, because there is no way out of certain, like, checkmates and certain pressure strings. Ooh. Hey, hey. Hey. Nice. Yup, in the corner.
Rice wins.
Now, Rosie. Let me just make sure this is the right one. Yes.
Ready? Fight.
Rosie needs to win this game to stay alive in the bracket. Otherwise, she lands at second and Table lands at first. Nice throw. Just walking. Nice. Trying to figure out a way to get, like, through the like evasion the Table's putting up. But yeah, Rosie's trying to get, like, these sweep into walk up throws, but just this is off of, like, one post tech. Oh my god.
Ready? Fight.
Post tech interaction for Rice is W. Nice, there it is. Rosie actually, like, being aware of the second hit of slap there. Really using sweeps to their advantage. Nice, good jump over. That was really, really well timed. A lot of patience from both players. Trying to just see if the quick port's coming out. Hop kick is good. Yep. Nice burst from Table. Ooh.
Ready?
Not overcommitting, just reacting to what's happening on the screen. There you go. Yep. Something just clicked for Rosie there. But is it too little too late? Yep, and table is just out of there. Yep, walking up, slapping you. The moment you try to close the distance. Hop kick. Very good. 348. Oh no! Oh, with all the meter. Oh, and just walking up, waiting for the chance to throw. Table takes it 3 games in the reset. All right. So, to recap, we are right here. What a tournament, like genuinely. Seeing this like come in as I was like sitting outside on the porch, the sun setting, like I'm getting my bug spray, I'm getting my jacket, got like a Gatorade outside, and just seeing, okay, this person, Tigers, they got 3rd. I've never seen them enter a tournament before, but they like kicked butt. And I didn't even get to see their game, so I didn't even know what was happening. Like, I didn't know if it was like an accident, you know, which can happen, or like if they were just outplaying them, which Tigers was for a good bit until Josie locked in here. And yeah, just thank you to all participants. Table, Diglett, Garajas, King Stays, Cheese Eater, Titanium Tigers, Josie, and Guna Villain. Super fun. Like really excellent tournament. We do have TLG 215 available to go next week. So if you just give me a second, I'm going to open that up. Challenge 15. This is going to be July 11th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. EDT. Check-in's going to start 30 minutes before then. And hopefully we can actually run a stream. We got the 215 here. And then we also, let me just grab this. There's also going to be the summer tournament. It's going to be a major. Be sure to check that out. I can show that to you here. All right. Bump. There. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. Okay. So this is at TLA Summer 25. On challenge. Come sign up. You will get 1 summer costume. There's a summer event right now. All the characters have like funny little flavors going on, not just their default. If you get top 8, you unlock 6 costumes, not just the one. And there is a thing where the top placing person who doesn't have a premium account, like where you can set your name in TLA, like how I set mine to shygybeats, the top placing player who doesn't have that will receive one. So it's definitely worth signing up. Besides that, yeah, like I said, join TLG 215. Congratulations to all participants for TLG 214. Table landing up first, Josie at 2nd, Titanium Tigers at 3rd. We got Cheese Eater landing on 4th. King Stays and Garajas both got 5th, and Guna Villain and Diglett both got 7th. And that is our top 8 for TLG 214. All right, folks, let's do the thing. All right, well, you can play Tough Love Arena at toughlovearena.com. If you like what I do and you want to support me, you can follow me on socials at shygybeats. This VOD, you're probably watching it on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? Because this isn't streamed live. Can you believe it? You can check out Tough Love Arena's official socials for updates on that at Tough Love Arena. Join the TLA Discord, the official Discord. Join the tournament Discord to join our weeklies and join next week's bracket. All right, I've been shygybeats. You can call me Shiggy, and I will see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye.